Hey guys, you're probably wondering why I added you to this page, one, and why it's taken me so long to explain myself. The reason is that, one, I didn't have resources to record the video, and two, because I'm trying to figure out a way to wrap my head around it and condense the information that I want to give you as easy as possible before I deliver it. And I feel like I've got it figured out. Social revival was something that I felt like God put in my heart, and I know that's sometimes used so loosely, but I truly feel like this is something that Jesus really would love for us to do. Maybe a month ago, a couple weeks ago, my friend posted a video just like this of her preaching the gospel, talking about David, something that I think she felt like God was giving her, or maybe it was something for something else, but I was very intrigued, you could say, or very amused, or not amused, like very wow, that's really cool, about the fact that the responses she was getting, and the fact that she, with no fear, of what people might say or something, just got on there and spoke about what she felt about David, or the revelation that she got through the word. And it was really cool to see the how many people were able to watch it, the comments that she got, the likes that she got. And as I watched that, I felt like the Holy Spirit was like, or Jesus was kind of like putting an influence in me, or putting a desire in my heart to do something like that with a bunch of people, with hundreds of people if possible, with thousands of people, with all the Christian community if possible. Basically, this video, I want to explain social revival, and I want to kind of give a how-to thing of how to do it, or how to carry on if you agree and if you decide that you want to be a part of this. So, short and simple, social revival is going to be a group of people, if possible hundreds, if possible thousands, depending on what doors got open, that are willing to preach the gospel cyberly, evangelizing cyberly. A lot of people evangelize out there, and yes, it is effective and it does work, but I've noticed that a bunch of the youth nowadays, I mean the majority of the youth nowadays, spends their life on Facebook. They don't even go outside to play outside anymore. What they do is that they go on Facebook, they go on Instagram, they go on YouTube. Their entertainment resource comes from the internet. And I thought, and it hit me, a little light bulb came on and said, why go out there, and it does work, but why not reach the youth where they're coming from? Why not reach the youth and go to the root of where they're actually at for 5 hours at a time? Why not go to where they're at? And that's Facebook, and that's Twitter, and that's YouTube. And so as I was thinking that, it came to me, let's make videos like this, or you can go all out depending on your likes and on your what your preference is, and you take 3 to 5 minutes out of your day, and you just preach the gospel, salvation message. You talk about God, or maybe something that was revealed to you as you read your word, as you had your devotion, your daily devotional, or a testimony that came to you that you heard about, that someone's willing to talk about, or something that happened to you, and you post that video on your page. You could also post your video on your friend's page, but it has to be someone who is a believer. Why? Because if you post this video on someone who doesn't believe, you could be pushing too much Jesus on them, and that can scare them away. We don't want that. We want Jesus to do Jesus by them coming to God. How? You post it on your page. You post it on your friends who do believe's page. And as the people start to like them, as the people start to comment them, as the people start to, share and stuff like that, your non-Christian friends will see it. Their non-believer friends will see it. And it will just start expanding. And if hundreds of us do this, we can reach large places. We can reach other nationalities. We can reach other countries like Brazil, Argentina. How? Well, I have the blessing and the privilege of being able to attend a school like Christ for the Nations, and I know friends who are from Africa, from Asia, from Korea, Brazil, and if a bunch of us get together and do this, we can reach the nations. It's like evangelizing the whole world in like a minute. It's like evangelizing cyberly, and it's like going to the nations, but in one spot at one time. It's like talking to someone from Brazil, and I think it's so amazing, and I am so excited, and I really hope that you don't think I'm super insane, and I hope this totally makes sense. But all I'm asking for is for you to take the time and to help others reach and have the blessing that you have to know the truth, to know God, by simply recording yourself. Talk about what you know. Talk about who you love. Just brag about him, about how great he is. Maybe you got a revelation. Talk about that. Just spend 3 to 5 minutes and talk. Just speak. And believe that as you're speaking, someone's going to look this video up. Someone's going to accidentally bump into the video who needed it that day. And they're going to press the button. They're going to press play. And as the video goes on, the Spirit of the Lord is going to visit them, touch them, convict them, minister to them. And it's going to touch their lives. So these are the rules. And this is the guideline. Here's the how-to. Simply, 1, you sit here, you have a camera. Here's the how-to. Simply, 1, you sit here, you have a camera, iPhone, anything you can to record. Make sure it's not blurry. You want people to see your face. You can be enthusiastic and add quotes and add bubbles and explosions. Do whatever you want. 2, you upload it. You put it on your page or a believer's page. That is it. 3, at the end of the video, you do 2 things. You choose out of the 2 things. Either you say, hey, if you feel like this video has touched your heart, or you would like more information, or you would like just to know God, or give your life to God, text me, message me, Facebook me, whatever, and you give them the number, the Facebook, the link, or whatever. Because you never know who's going to see this video. They might not even be your friend. So it's important that you say, hey, go to @ this and this, my Facebook, blah, blah, blah. Or you can say, hey, if you want to just get saved, I just invite you right now to just pray this prayer with me, and you do the salvation prayer at the end of your video. The cool thing that I want to do is I want you to keep in touch with the people that do message you back and say, yes, I want salvation, or comment on your videos. That's why I'd rather have you say, if you want to reach salvation, message me, because it would be awesome. It's kind of like having a small group, or kind of like it'll be like you taking charge of that person and just discipling them in a way. So once they say, yes, I want to get saved, or yes, I've been struggling with this and I want to thank you for this video, blah, blah, blah. You take charge of that number, you save that Facebook down, and then you just start speaking life into them. You say, hey, how are you doing? Hey, how has it been? What's your struggle? You get them to talk to you. You start praying for them. You add them to your prayer list, when you have your devotional. You start asking God for words of knowledge for them. You start speaking about the gospel. You message them. You say, hey, can I have your number? You start a relationship with that person. And you start just discipling life for them, just minister them and just talk, ask God for words of knowledge and stuff, and just speak life and speak Jesus into their hearts, and make sure that it wasn't just a video and it wasn't emotion, that they really just got saved and God just really touched their hearts. I believe this can work. I believe this really can work. And you might think I'm crazy, but that's why we have Jesus. For Jesus, nothing is impossible. And I'm going to believe God with all my heart. And I'm going to believe that people are going to see these videos from you and me, and they're going to get touched and they're going to get ministered, because they're trying to hide from our parents' evangelism, but we're going to reach them where they're at. We're going to hit them when they didn't even see it coming. If you're willing to do this, I pray that you do, and I ask that you just tell me on the page, yes, I will, yes, I do, and start posting. That's all I need you to do. I hope you guys really, really understand, and let me know if you have any questions. My number, I'll give you my number. Message me if you would like more information. I'll give you my number. And thank you again for taking the time to watch this 5 to 6 minute video. And I will be looking forward for you to tell me that you will do this, and I hope everyone here does. Please, I need your help. Alright, God bless you guys.